Hi everybody, so we are on to day 15, and for day 15 I'm using the back of this 2-up 4x6 page protector. It's actually the second layout I've done today because it's my day off and I already did my baking, the baking that I knew I was going to do. So I just printed it because I thought I'll be a little bit ahead, which is a good thing when you're in the midst of this slog to the end. So I made some awesome butter pecan biscotti, and these are going to be actually part of a Christmas present for my siblings. I'm doing an Italian themed basket, so I'm hand making limoncello, which you saw earlier in these videos, and then I'm making this biscotti and then a lot of other Italian foods they'll be getting. So I printed a photo of the biscotti in the oven. I totally forgot to take one of them out of the oven, but that's life. We'll go with this. And then these are the logs before they were baked going into the oven. So this photo has a lot of space up here, so I'm going to want to do something with that. And I have a 3x4 photo because I didn't want to do another 4x6 or I wouldn't really have had room to journal. So I need to figure out what I'm going to use. I have some die cuts and journaling cards to my left. I have my kit to the right here that I got in November from LA Studio. I have some wood veneer. I haven't used wood veneer yet, so I'm not sure if there might be something in there for that for me. And then I have some flair out here because there's little peppermints and, you know, things like that, and Santa faces, and I haven't used much of that. And I also have these wood buttons from Chamel and these little candy cane enamel dots from Pebbles from a couple years ago. I want to get these used up. There's 7 of them left. I thought I might be able to put some on here. So that's the start of this. I don't think I have any 4x6 cards left. I have a few left, but nothing that I think would be appropriate for this. I just kind of remember that. I did, when I pulled out the journaling cards, find this one from this year's 'Tis the Season journaling cards from LA Studio, but this is very brown. I like the fact that, you know, the cookies are there in Dancing and they are cookies, but I'm thinking that's way too brown. Then I do like the color that this brings, and I could pop like a little flare or something over the top of that so that, you know, I would bring in some of the fun elements. So that I kind of like. The other thing I found is I found this North Pole Bake Shop piece. Oh, and that actually could work with this too. I didn't think about that. And I could journal around that. So that's an idea. I have, what else did I see? Oh, from my die cuts from the LA Studio, I found this Made with Love little banner, just this little die cut here, and I think I am going to use that on this because it fills up this little space here, and these are made with love, and I could add little things to it if I wanted to then. So that's kind of an idea. My other thought that I could do is I have this card from a cut apart, and what I could do is mount these on here and then add this in as like a little bit of and I could actually cut this up a little bit so that just trim it just a tiny bit at the top so that that kind of centers on that card, and then I can put this North Pole Bake Shop on there. Now I can, you know, I could add in another piece here if I wanted to. And this could go on the outside if I chose to do that. And then, let's see, that's kind of cute. I also have just Santa's face here. kind of like bringing in that little bit of green there. So maybe that's what we'll do today. I could add, a little heart or something here. I would probably use a different color. And I could also bring in my little candy dots here as well. The other thing I'm thinking is I might need a little bit of something up in this corner because that's kind of boring up there. Let's see. This is going to be a present, so any present themed pieces would be appropriate. It says no peeking. It's cute, but it's a little bit too big, I think. Well, let's see. I could make that into a little bit of a banner. And then there's some green dots on this puppy sticker sheet that I could like add in there. There's a 'Tis the Season banner here. I think I like that better. I think it takes up, here's something that says the best too. I think I like the 'Tis the Season banner the best at the moment. I'm just going to look through the rest of these pieces here and see if I could find something I like. I do like that. And I'm just going to take a peek through like maybe one of these just to see. There is a little piece here that says tradition, and this is definitely part of a tradition in my house. And that would, you know how I like to have things sticking up, that could work there. The one thing I don't, that's cute with the little ho-ho, but that won't fit on there. The one thing I don't love about that is it still leaves a lot of that Christmas piece there bare. But could we do something with the piece? I'm not quite sure what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking out loud. And my Noelle stuck to this dish. But something like that, that's too big. And it doesn't take up a lot of space. But I kind of like that tradition because I like talking about that. So I think I'm going to put that down and we'll see what I can come up with for helping take some of that out. And I'm just thinking now, I have some enamel. Oh, I forgot about these too. So one of those might work into here. I could work one of those up in there. And I was thinking, I thought I had some holly leaves and things. Hold on. Oh, and I forgot. See, this is what happens when you have so much stuff and you don't use it for a few days. You know, I have all these wood veneers, which I think if I put wood on there, that's just going to be more brown. I have these little gingerbread men. I don't think that's appropriate. And let's see, there's a green star. There's a red candy cane. Okay, I don't think that's it. Just gonna leave that heart. That won't be the heart because it blends in. Okay, so what I'm going to do that I know right now is I'm going to trim this photo down just a tiny bit. And the other thing that I think I know is I'm going to use this Bake Shop piece here. And so I'm going to glue that down. Okay. And the other thing I know I'm going to do is I know I'm going to use this. So let's get that on there. Then we need to take this photo, make sure you can see this. We're going to get that up here. I just realized this is cut fairly unevenly in one spot here, so let me just trim that a little bit. Okay, that's a little bit better. And then I think let's staple this on, and let's hope my tiny attacher is behaving itself tonight. Let's see if it'll go in far enough. Yeah, it will. There we go, one staple, and then it's misbehaving. Oh, I guess it's okay. I think I'll do 2 staples here on each. And then what I might do, just because I stapled up there, I'm going to staple that on as well. And look at that. My tiny attacher actually worked. Okay, so we have that. I definitely would like to maybe bring in some green down here because we've got green up here, and I think it'll just work better if I have a little bit somewhere else. But what that green is, I'm not sure. Because I think a lot of things will be too big, and I do want to see what I can do there, like to bring some maybe green up there. These red enamel dots, the green in here is more of an olivey, and I have a little bit of aqua there. So maybe what I could do, let's see, what if we did, that's not going to work. This is too big. I was thinking about using those green dots. I do have green enamel dots too. I'm going to look at that. Oh, and I have green pearls as well. But Under the Tree has green enamel dots, and I do have one big one left and 2 small ones and a couple medium ones, so I could like scatter some of those around here. And I did want to use those Pebbles peppermints too, so let's see where it might be appropriate to get those on, just because I'd really, as much as I love them, I'd really love to get some of these used up. thinking about doing is just putting one of these in the middle of two of the peppermints up on this top piece here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. These are, now that I think about it, I need to grab out my, oh, and this is so funny. I just found another one of those in that same size stuck to my desk. So anyway, these little peppermints they slide all over the place and they don't stick very well. So I'm going to stick, what I'm going to do is stick the glue dot down, stick the peppermint to it, and then this one, I'm going to use that one right now. I'll find another space for that other green one. We're going to stick that down. We'll stick this one, which was attached to my desk, down. And I like that because I'm getting the green in now. And then another glue dot, so that I'll have 3. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I do talk about that in design. Odd numbers are more pleasing to the eye. It helps give balance. Not that you have to do that all the time. You do what you like, but it does help with balance. I'm just going to get rid of some of this stuff because it's clouding my vision here. So we've got that, and this is how this is going to look. Then we have this one down here, and I have this one left. So can I do 3 up here? I'm going to. Even though that's kind of coming off of that, I like the idea of that. Okay. So we have that, and then now the question is, I have 3 more of these left. I need to get these on here. So there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, yay me. I finished a package of something. I think this is the second package of enamel dot-like things that I've finished. So yay. All right, now I know I like the way this looks. I think that's done. So let's get that in here. Oh, and I just realized I don't have a number on here. I like to not get those numbers on, don't I? Okay. And I think you're going to see the photo behind, but that's okay. I don't want to cut anything off of either of these photographs, so that's the way it's going to be. Okay, so that's in. And then a number here, and I think it would be nice if we could do it in this green to match. And I happen to have those LE Studio numbers. So let's use those, and I might be able to sneak it right here, but I could also maybe put it up here. So I'm just going to take the 5 and kind of audition that up here. Do I like that up there? Do I like it better down here? Do I like it up here? Do I like it right there? And I'm using my last one here, but there are L's in this set, and anything, I can cut anything straight. I actually think I like it right there. All right, so that is this card then. And that's how it looks. I think I like that just like it is. It's a little bit more simple in spots, but that's okay. And I didn't get any wood veneers on here, but I did manage to use up those dots, and I used a button. And now that I think about this, I want this button on the outside. And I'm going to grab a big glue dot here. So what I'm going to do is, just so I get this done and in, get the glue dot on here. And actually this is, I have some that are a little bit thicker. This particular batch of glue dots came out pretty thick. And I don't want to add any more thickness than there already is going to be to this. Now I could have kept that inside the pocket, but I think I'm not going to. So let's get this down in here where it's going to be, and then we'll put Santa down here, and he was touching that that little peppermint there. So we've got that, and then that's on the outside. So there's something going on the outside. I was listening to Tori Bissell today. She started her December Daily. I really like watching her, and she was saying that these are like, it's like an adult pop-up book when you do stuff like that, when you put things on the outside and all of that. So I like the way that looks. So I may have made my life a little bit harder for trying to decide where to journal, but if I need space here, I can just journal down to here. That'll be pretty easy to remember. So that is my page for today. I will get the journaling done, take some photos, and get this up for you so you can see it soon. Hope you're all well, and we will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.